Good morning, everybody. With Illinois basketball off until Saturday's matchup against Minnesota, the focus shifts to high school hoops. And it was a busy night with both boys and girls teams in action around the area. We begin at Mahomet Seymour with the Bulldogs looking for their third straight victory, taking on Eureka. We pick things up in the second quarter. Nice drive to the basket by Eureka's Kyle Hardy for the bucket, but the Bulldogs would answer. Kurt Clapper finds senior Garrett Risley for the corner three. These two teams would play each other pretty evenly in the first half. Here off the cross-court pass, it's Alex Hunt for the layup, but ultimately too much Bulldogs in this one. Risley hits another three. Mahomet Seymour pulls away in the second half and beats Eureka 73-60. Urbana at home taking on Charleston. Darian Brown with the outlet pass to Donald McKinley for the layup. Central would really have success getting out in transition in this one. Here, Brandon Glass finds Brown for the lay-in, but the Trojans of Charleston would keep this one close throughout. DJ Bell with the corner jumper. The Tigers, they would respond. Glass finds Jared Webster for the bucket. However, a closely contested game would ultimately be won by Charleston, as the Trojans narrowly escape Urbana with a 62-60 victory. And turning our attention to girls hoops, Central taking on Normal Community High School, and the Maroons wearing pink jerseys on this night to help raise money for breast cancer awareness. Here it's Olivia Sheehan finding Angel Freeman for the bucket down low, then off the turnover. Great outlet pass by Kiwani Garrett to Sheehan for the bucket. But the game, it wasn't the main focus on this night. The students at Central donating $1,200 to the Young Survivors Coalition. Great job by everyone involved at Central. The Maroons end up beating Normal Community 67-50. And the Illini back on the practice courts Tuesday in Illinois. They're enjoying their second bye in 3 weeks. The Illini don't play again until this Saturday when they take on the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. And during the downtime, the team will look to regroup from their recent 2-game losing streak. It's the most adversity the Illini have faced this season, and head coach Bruce Weber is hopeful that his team will be able to rebound and get back in the win column.
We don't have to hurry because they don't play till next Saturday, but I hope so. There's nothing you can do. I just said, hey, Wisconsin lost 3 in a row. Look what they've done now. They've won 4 in a row. You got to come back and we got to have a good week of practice. You got a whole week again and go to Minnesota and it's not going to be easy. You got to give Tubby credit. They lose 4 in a row. They come back and beat Indiana. So a lot can happen. A lot of crazy has already happened in the Big Ten. Right now we just got to worry about getting better.
And in the Big Ten hoops last night, number 22, Michigan looking for their first true road win of the season, taking on Purdue. Pick things up late in this one because in the Big Ten this season, it's going to come down to the wire. Big three by Ryan Smith gives the Boilermakers a 2-point lead, but the Wolverines, they would answer. Zach Novak finding Jordan Morgan for the slam to put Michigan ahead. Morgan with 12 points in this one, and that would be the deciding bucket. Purdue would have one last chance, but Lewis Jackson's heave is off the mark. Purdue falls to 4-4 in the Big Ten. Michigan remains in first in the conference with a 66-64 win. Turning our attention to football, it looks like the Danville Dragons will cease to exist before playing a single game. According to the United Indoor Football League president Andrew Haynes, team owner David Hawkins has not been in contact with the league, and therefore the UIFL had to move on without Danville. Additionally, a message was posted on the team's Facebook page stating, quote, "I regret to inform everyone that the Danville Dragons will not be playing in the 2012 season due to the lack of sponsors, ticket sales, and community support. The Dragons were set to begin their inaugural season on March 1st. And thousands gathered in State College Tuesday to honor longtime Penn State football coach Joe Paterno. Football players past and present, as well as students and the community, arrived for Tuesday's 10-hour public viewing at Pasquarella Spiritual Center. The 85-year-old Paterno died Sunday morning, less than 3 months after being diagnosed with lung cancer.
He was instrumental in me helping me get the Duquesne job, and talking to Brian Caleri at the time, and so he stayed with us, all of us, whenever we needed him. He was always there.
I mean, it's just a very, very sad situation. I'm sure the events, the previous events in the fall had a huge impact on him. None of us would have ever expected or wanted to see him, go out the way he did.
And a few final notes for you this morning. Good news for NL Central fans. Prince Fielder has agreed to a 9-year, $214 million deal with the Detroit Tigers. While the news might be good for Cubs fans, not so much for fans of the Bulls. Forward Luol Deng will be sidelined indefinitely with a torn ligament in his left wrist. And the Chicago Blackhawks lost at home to the Nashville Predators 3-1. That's it for sports. Have a great day, everybody.